So today I wanted to talk a little bit about this Xbox 360 to Xbox One adapter cable. Normally I don't do kind of reviews or anything like this one. I felt was kind of important. I used this thing for, I don't know, I'd say about 6 months, and I didn't have a single problem with it. And then all of a sudden, my Xbox One went out. And when I got a closer look at it, I took this adapter off and there's damage inside. It looks like it melted some. I will go ahead and put pictures of this just so you can see it a little bit better. I don't think you'll be able to see it on this camera. Just a little overview. What these things do is you can take your regular Xbox 360 power brick, plug this in, and then I'm not plugging it in all the way. And then this end goes into an Xbox One. I used it for a long time without problem. And I think what ended up happening is I ended up getting a Kinect. And I think with the power draw from both the Kinect and the Xbox One, it overloaded this. And that's what caused the melting issue. So just be wary of that. I think most people don't use the Kinect, so most of the time this thing probably would work just as it, is designed. You can get these all over the place. There's even ones, I've got one that adapts the original Xbox 360 power brick like this to a Xbox 360 Slim power brick. I've been using that one for probably about a year and I haven't had a single problem with it. So I would just say be wary if you're going to use this, period. You'll probably be okay as long as you use it, as long as you're not using the Xbox One Kinect. So just kind of keep that in mind. I wanted to make a video about that just to kind of warn people that could happen. Luckily with mine, it just melted a little bit in here, and I actually let the Xbox One sit for a while and used a real Xbox One power supply, and it powered right back up. The other thing I want to talk about briefly today is the way the deals have been disappearing. And this is no secret. I mean, everybody is kind of going through the same thing, but I was just out recently going to garage sales it used to be that you would have to, get out there first thing in the morning to fight the, resellers, fight the sharks. But it's to a point now where, and this may vary from neighborhood to neighborhood, but I've noticed that, in the people I've talked to that have been having like yard sales and garage sales and that people who are putting ads in the paper saying they're going to have a garage sale or a yard sale, they get calls from people, even if they don't mention video games in the article. They get calls from people days before the garage sale even takes place saying, do you have any video games? Are you planning on selling any video games? Do you mind if I come over and look at them? That type of thing. They're there before, they're jumping so far ahead. It's before the game's even started that they're already, jumping into it. So, I mean, I understand. I'm not blaming them necessarily. I mean, it's all a game, but it's just gotten way out of hand and it's just out of control. I just don't understand it. I mean, this hobby used to be a lot more fun, and now it's just, too cutthroat for me. I don't know. I don't mind getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning on the day of garage sales and going out and trying to find deals, but I'm not going to get on the phone with people. I'm not going to browse the classifieds and look for, any garage sale ads and just start calling people randomly. To me, it makes no sense. I don't even know how they're finding out people's phone numbers or that. They're just showing up at people's doors. But I've talked to people who said that they sold all their stuff, before the town was even having their garage sales in these townwide garage sales. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And then I see things on eBay where prices are just going through the roof on stuff that, you know, I'll put a picture here. I'm going to put a link in here to link down in the description and some pictures here. I was watching this RCA Studio 2, inbox. It was a pretty decent looking unit. The final price, it went for $181.50. I don't even understand it. I don't understand that there's nothing wrong with it. It certainly wasn't mint in box or anything like that. It didn't look like it was a brand new box. The box had a lot of wear on it. You couldn't even see whether it had any of the hookups or not. They had a couple of games with it. None of the games that I know of are that rare. If I'm missing something here, put it in the comments below. Definitely let me know. But I didn't think I was missing anything. But I just don't understand why I know there's a lot of competition out there in that, but I don't get how people are, bidding this stuff up so high. It's just, I know the RCA Studio 2. Well, obviously it's not the greatest system in the world to begin with. It's a terrible system. I don't know why anybody would even want it to begin with, other than for, just a completionist point of view. But it just doesn't make any sense to me that something would go that high. It's rare, but it's not that rare. You can look on there. There's probably 5 or 6 listings for them right now. Maybe there's not. I don't know. But I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So that's just my crabby rant for today. I don't know. It's just getting a little bit frustrating. So maybe instead of going out and looking for deals and trying to find the next thing, and I can't complain because I've gotten some fantastic deals over the past few years. I've been very lucky about a lot of things. So I really shouldn't be complaining, but it's just kind of nerve-wracking when you're there top first thing in the morning and you find out that somebody's already beat you to the punch, before the sun even came up, before, they were there days before. It's like, I'm not even going to play that game. I don't mind playing the game, being running around trying to be the first person at these sales to get these deals, waking up at the crack of dawn to do it. That's fine. That to me, if somebody beats me then, or if I beat somebody, that's all good. But I just don't get these underhanded tactics anymore, where you're just going, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And then you got flea markets and that too. And the deals are gone from the flea markets even. Between people asking, higher than eBay prices and eBay prices are ridiculous, as I just said, but people at these flea markets asking for higher than eBay prices for their junk, I don't know. Well, enough ranting for right now. Anyhow, typically my channel isn't like this. So for the new subscribers who came in, usually my videos are much less bitching. So just to kind of keep you in the loop of what's going on. The weather has really improved outside. I'm in t-shirts and shorts right now, which is amazing. It's been a long time. It feels like this winter was like more than half the year. It got cold real early this year, and it's taken forever to warm up now. So, but we got some work to do out in the game room. Just looking around here, the Van Halen Asteroids cabinet. I've got a new computer. The computer went out in it, so I got a new computer. I just got to swap that out, and that should work. I got to get my pole position wired up. That I'll probably do a video on that. The Asteroids, I think, needs another memory chip replaced. I'm not sure. I may have done that already, but there may be another one going out. I'm not really sure. I've got to get my Williams multi-game, get the control panel wired up, and get everything set up for that. That one's going really slow. Still looking for a 2-slot Neo Geo board at a relatively reasonable price. And the Burger Time behind me is still not booting. So I'm going to have to dig into that and see if I can find out what's going on there. So there's a lot of stuff to do this summer, and we'll just have to get started on it. So anyway, until the next one, thanks for watching.